I think we found some video games, huh?
Yeah, I think we found a honey hole.
Hey everyone, COE33 here with my sister Leaf.
Morning, guys.
We're on the hunt looking for bargains on video games, and it's actually a pretty special day because this is our 100th video.
Woohoo!
Can you believe it? 100 videos? Amazing, huh?
No, I can't believe that one at all.
So we're very excited about that, and it's been quite a journey to this point, and here's to 100 more, I'd say.
Yeah!
So we're going to go
Thumbs
hit
up.
up some, yep, definitely. Just one thumb? That doesn't get two? Oh boy, okay. We have to really work hard for those two thumbs, don't we? So we're gonna hit up some garage sales today, some thrift stores, some video game stores, and we're gonna see what kind of goodies we can scrounge up for the collection.
Lots of goodies and lots of treasures.
All right, we just went to a garage sale and had a really nice score. We got all these games in these bags that are full of Xbox games and DS games, and a DS XL with its carrying case in really good condition. And we paid $35 a piece, or not a piece, $35 total for all those.
Wow!
So nice score to start the day off, and we're gonna keep looking. See anything good?
I'm looking.
What's the color today? For half off. Orange.
Orange.
See if I can do this one-handed. Not bad. We've hit up several garage sales since last talking to you and weren't finding a whole lot worth taking home, so we decided to go to a Goodwill, and we picked up a nice little addition to our Wii collection, Spore Hero, and we got that for $2.99, which is a good price for that. It's going for about $10 on video game price charting, and the day's been great so far, so we're going to keep looking and see what we can find. When it rains, it pours. We're doing really well today. We got this Wii Zelda Twilight Princess lunchbox for 50 cents, which is an awesome score. And they threw in this manual for Super Mario World, which is pretty random, but we'll take it. And then at one garage sale, there was a whole bunch of video games out there. And why don't you show them so they can see it there? Bring it into frame, yeah. And this bag is full of games. All right, we've been doing really good at garage sales, but it's getting pretty late in the afternoon, so we're gonna hit up this Value Village and see what we can get, huh?
Yeah!
All right, we just went to that Value Village, and this was half off, Metal Gear Solid 2, and it was $2.50.
Sweet!
Not bad, huh?
Yeah! $2.50.
Yeah, and it was in good condition, and it was complete, so nice little find, and see what else we can scrounge up for the old collection, huh?
Yeah!
All right, we're gonna hit up our favorite local video game store, Video Game Headquarters.
Yeah! Hope to find something good.
Yeah, maybe they'll have that buy 6 for 20 deal going on.
Yeah!
Final Fantasy for the NES.
Nice.
That would look good in our Final Fantasy collection, huh? It's $50 though. Toe Jam and Earl.
Nice.
It's $45 though. Got some 3DS games.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, nothing was speaking to us in there, huh?
No.
They had Final Fantasy, which would have been nice, but it was $50, and I don't feel like paying $50 for that at the moment.
And I saw some games in there that weren't really...
Won't call them to you?
No, they weren't playing.
Alright, onward. Alright, heading to Target.
Yeah.
See what they got. A little clearance aisle, maybe.
Yeah, a little clearance aisle action.
Having fun?
I'm having a right on.
You're having a ride on.
Yeah.
So I just ordered a Xbox One, the Tomb Raider bundle. I got a good deal on it, and it's going to be delivered to our house in a couple days, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So I thought we might see if they have any clearance Xbox One games, because we don't have any games for our new system that's coming. Are you excited about getting that?
Woohoo!
I got some amiibo. That's probably $60, Leaf. Look at that. That amiibo is $25 for some reason.
Wow.
Huh, this says $5.99, but I think it's mismarked. What do you find? Ooh, Skyrim. Cool. It's Claptrap. Alright, should we go to GameStop? I'm not seeing anything here.
Alright.
Not much in there, huh?
No. We tried.
Yeah. Last time we were at GameStop, I saw that they had some Xbox One games on clearance. So, maybe we can get lucky. The old GameStop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you follow us on Instagram, you know that we've been, Leaf and I have been working on perler bead art lately. It's kind of just a fun hobby to do while we watch TV. And I think we should stop at Michael's and get some more perler bead supplies
let's.
while we're out.
Yeah.
We've been having fun doing that, huh?
Yeah, I've been having a really fun. Real fun time doing that.
Yeah. We've made a Earthworm Jim piece and a Vivi from Final Fantasy IX.
And a Pac-Man.
Yeah, and Mario, Luigi, all kinds of good stuff. A Goomba. Alright, we just left GameStop and picked up our first Xbox One game in the collection, Resident Evil Origins Collection for $17.99. And I'm pretty stoked on that. As you guys probably know, we're big Resident Evil fans. We have a fairly large Resident Evil collection, and this is something that I really want to play. So they've been remastered for the Xbox One, and I'm really looking forward to playing this. Can't wait till that Xbox One arrives.
And it looks really fun too.
Yeah, so very cool. Now we can start collecting for Xbox One.
Yay!
Just what we need, another system to collect for.
Yay!
Alright, should we hit up Michael's?
Yeah, let's hit up Michael's.
Because we're so cool, we like to sit down and play with perler beads.
Yeah!
That's what the cool kids do.
Playing with perler beads is
Yeah.
way up there, dudes.
Yeah, that's right. So we're gonna go in here and stock up. Here's all the perler stuff, Leaf.
Sweet.
Probably just get a tub of beads, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe some black. You always use lots of black.
What about these guys?
I don't think we need those. Those glow in the dark. I was hoping they had that super board, that really large perler board, but I don't see it. I can get it online.
This is neat.
Yeah. Alright, why don't we just get a tub of beads and continue looking for video games.
Yeah.
Goodwill?
Yeah, Goodwill.
This one usually has a bunch of games.
Yeah, this one.
They've got a computer store here, and for whatever reason, this Goodwill gets a lot of video games. Tinkerbell?
I know, that's what I saw.
That's not a great price for those, though.
I know.
Maybe if they were half off. It's orange, I think.
Yeah.
Customer service to the front, thank you.
We just went to Goodwill and picked up a couple PSP games for the collection and some solid titles. So a nice little find at Goodwill, huh?
Yeah.
And it's starting to get pretty hot outside. It's actually roasting in this car, so I think we're going to cut this short and put on the AC. But we're going to keep looking. I think we'll head over to maybe another St. Vinny's and Goodwill and see what we can come up with, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, so we just went to St. Vinny's, and although we didn't get any video games, we did find an awfully nice score here on vinyl. The White Album, Beatles, which is very high on my wish list of vinyl to have in the collection. and it was way more than their usual records. It was priced at $10. But even at $10, and the actual records are in really good shape, there's not scratches on them or anything, is a fairly good price for this album. And definitely really happy to have found that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that was sitting on the shelf very long.
No, me neither.
Found some clearance games.
I wonder how much this guy is.
Frozen. You liked that movie, didn't you?
Yes.
We're at Walmart, clearance aisle.
Oh, wait, and there's no price on this either.
It's probably not that great of a deal. Be nice if they put prices on. Oh, $15. They're all 15. Ooh. We'll do some damage here.
Royal damage.
All these Xbox One games that we can buy now that we have an Xbox One on the way. Wow, Mega Man Legacy Collection for $15. That's cool. Huh. That's tempting. Alright, so we just picked this up for $15. Which I'm
Right
actually
on.
pretty stoked on. And playing that on the big screen in the living room with the
Yeah.
Xbox One. That'll be fun, huh?
Yeah, that'll be royal.
Apparently it goes for $30 normally and it was half off, so it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. Alright,
that was a pretty awesome day of game hunting, huh?
Yeah, 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up, that's right. So the back of the car is stocked with lots of games. We did pretty well between the garage sales and the thrift stores and the game stores and all kinds of goodies to go over. So we're going to head back to the game room and share our pickups with you.
See you all in the game room.
Alright, we're back in the game room, and that was a pretty awesome day of game hunting. Lots of pickups to share with you. And before we do that, Leaf is back here playing Final Fight for the Super Nintendo, which is an awesome side-scrolling beat-em-up, and one that we both enjoy. So our first big score of the day was at a garage sale, and they had a bunch of games out, and I asked them if they would do a deal if I bundled everything together. And we negotiated back and forth quite a bit, and initially they had $3 on all the games, $5 on the DS games, $3 on the Xbox games, and then $10 on the DS, which, you know, by itself is a pretty good deal. Here, let me see if I can get this all in front of you. It's a lot of games here. There we go. So we negotiated back and forth, and I ended up paying $35 total for everything, which is a heck of a deal. So let's start here with this Nintendo DSi XL Bronze with this really nice kind of pleather case, and then the system itself is in very good condition, and you know that's worth more than $35 on its own, so that pays for everything. Although we don't have one of these, so we'll be keeping that in the collection, but just from a monetary value it's a really good deal. And then we got some, as I drop them everywhere, we got some DS games that Leaf's really happy about. We've got Wizards of Waverly Place, Spellbound, Monster High, Ghoul Spirit, the Jonas Brothers game, and then Pets Nursery 2. And then some pretty solid Xbox titles. We got Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. We got Star Wars, Lego, the video game, The Bourne Conspiracy, Enter the Matrix, Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock, and a really nice title here that actually has some pretty good value, which is Star Wars Battlefront 2, and that's complete and in really good shape, so another really nice score there. And then the Gears of War 2 limited edition set for Xbox 360, and it came with its art book as well, so very nice. And then a game that I actually haven't played yet. I've played Red Dead Redemption, but I haven't played Undead Nightmare, so happy to have that. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, awesome. Final Fantasy XI, good addition to our Final Fantasy collection. Dishonored, that was a fun game. Darksiders, another good game. One I'm not familiar with, Overlord 2. And then NBA 2K9, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dawn of Destiny, NFL Street, Christmas 9 More Holes, or Outlaw Golf 9 More Holes of Christmas, Sega GT 2002, and 007 Agent Under Fire. So really nice score for the first kind of garage sale find of the day. That was a great deal and definitely set the tone for the day, and we're really happy about that, especially with Star Wars Battlefront 2, this really nice bronze DSi XL, some really cool stuff. And then we went to a Goodwill and picked up an addition to our Wii collection, and we got Spore Hero, and that was $2.99. So, you know, compared to our garage sale deals, that wasn't that great, but we don't have this, and I wanted it, so we got it. And then at another garage sale, I saw this sitting on the shelf, and I asked her how much she wanted for it, and she said 50 cents. So I definitely took that, and really happy to have this for the Wii collection. And it's got some tape and stuff on it, but I'll just take that off. I think it's actually going to clean up really well. And for 50 cents, you can't go wrong. That's another really crazy good deal. And she had this, and I asked her if she would throw that in for the 50 cents. So she said sure. So we got this for free, basically. We already have the manual for Super Mario World, but now we have 2. So very cool. And then, as I move the mic and drop everything here, we got at a Value Village, we picked up for half off Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, which is a great deal for $2.50, and it's complete and in good condition. And then another really good score. Went to a garage sale, and there's a whole bunch of games there, and this took quite a bit of haggling, because they had, I think it was like $5 a piece. Yeah, it was $5 a piece on all these, and, you know, I'm not going to pay anywhere near that. And I offered 20 for everything, and that was way too low for him, and he went to like 65 or something like that, and we went back and forth. And one of the items was a PlayStation 3 console, and we already have that, so I really wasn't that interested in that. So I said, what about just 20 for all the games? And he said no, and I was just going to walk away. But then the wife said, no, take it. So for $20 for all the games, and the guy was like, you're getting a really good deal here. I was like, yeah, I know. I got this whole stack of games for $20. I actually would have paid more. I just, you know, you got to kind of negotiate and walk away sometimes to get them to think about it. And the reason I would have picked it up even for a little bit more is because I saw this in there, and this, surprisingly enough, is one of those kind of sports titles that has a lot of value to it. NCAA Football 14. I think this is like $35, $40. I have to look it up again, but I know this is one of the games that has quite a bit of value for a sports title. So right there, that's more than I paid for the whole stack of games. And there's some really good titles in here. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which I haven't played yet. Destiny, Madden 15, Madden 10, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Avatar the game, Pac-Man, and what is it? And the Ghostly Adventures, Mafia 2, which I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Grand Theft Auto 4, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Homefront. And I was looking forward to playing the new Homefront, but from the reviews, it's looking pretty abysmal. Time Crisis 4, and this is another game that actually has some value to it. And I don't think we have that in the collection, so I'll have to look again to check. Wet, which I have no idea what this is about, and I was looking at it and I noticed that it was a Bethesda game, so definitely be interested in checking that out and learning a little bit more about it and playing it. And then Far Cry 4, it's loose, but that's okay, it's still very cool. Call of Duty Black Ops 2, The Club, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, and Red Faction. There's 2 discs in there and they're loose. Sega Genesis Collection for PlayStation 2, Grand Theft Auto 3, Blade 2, Mercenaries 2, World in Flames, and Guitar Hero 2. So $20 for all that. Definitely, that was probably either that or the first garage sale was definitely the best 2 deals of the day. And a lot of good titles in there that we don't have in the collection yet, so very happy about that. And then from there, we went to GameStop. And I probably mentioned it in the footage that we took earlier in the video already, but I ordered an Xbox One recently, and it should arrive here pretty soon. I ended up getting the Tomb Raider Rise of the Tomb Raider bundle, and that's got Rise of the Tomb Raider in it, and then the definitive version of Tomb Raider. and it comes bundled together, and I thought that'd be a nice addition to the Tomb Raider shrine. And we don't have an Xbox One yet, and I got a really good deal on it because they're cheap right now, because the new Xbox Scorpio and the Xbox S are coming out soon. So the regular Xbox Ones are actually pretty cheap at the moment. So I got a really good deal, and I wanted to pick up some Xbox games. So at GameStop, we got Resident Evil Origins Collection, which I'm really looking forward to playing those, especially on the Xbox One. And then at Walmart, for 15 bucks, Mega Man Legacy Collection, which that seems like a really good price. I don't know what this is normally going for. I think it's like 30. But it'd be interesting to see how the ports are, and playing that on a big screen with an Xbox controller. Definitely looking forward to trying that. And then at Goodwill, we picked up a couple PSP games. We got Final Fantasy Tactics, and that's the War of the Lions, which is a very nice addition to the collection there. And then Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops for the PSP. So 2 really nice PSP games. And then the last stop of the day, this isn't a game pickup, but I was really happy to see it, sitting on the shelf, was the White Album by the Beatles. And the records are in really good condition, and I can't imagine this was sitting out very long, because that's a very sought-after album, and it's one I've been looking for quite a while. So all in all, really awesome day of game hunting. Leaf and I had a really good time, as we usually do, going out on the hunt, and we found all kinds of great additions to our collection. So we hope you enjoyed this video. We really appreciate you watching it, and until next time, bye! Okay, we're gonna head back to the game room, and what are we doing? Is this 3DS? Or is it DS? DS XL. Oh, okay.